Stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series. We welcome you to Los Angeles. The show presents the National League Division Series. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Along with my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
Ready to go, and now Michael Harris. The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Left-hand hitter waits. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Orlando Arcia. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor.
Runner on the move. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Outman makes the grab, one down. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Harris over at first with one away. And a good eye there. Among all the stats, when you look at Ronald Acuna Jr. in 2023, maybe the most impressive, he was able to put up his power numbers while cutting his strikeout rate almost in half. That one 95 to finish him off. And now Matt Olson up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Two to the heater. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. This is the National League Division Series on the show.
And the thing about it is he'll throw strikes early, but then start teasing the zones, and that's what the great ones do. You got to make sure you elevate him, get him out over the plate. That's the only way you're going to have a chance. With Chris Sale on the mound today for Atlanta, I was thinking a bit about his career and his expectations here with the Braves. I think the biggest change for him is the fact that he won't be required to carry the entire pitching staff. This team will be able to survive if he has one of those tough stretches.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And Acuna able to make the grab. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track. Boog, Sale carried the load in Chicago and Boston when he pitched for the White Sox and Red Sox, but this staff in Atlanta is on a different level. He's even joked that he could pitch horrible and people won't even notice because he's surrounded by so much talent.
Number 23.
And next for L.A., Alan Big Daddy. Big time power. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Strike two.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Two outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Sale in a 1-2. Got him swinging. Dodgers go down quietly. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Next offering is in for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of everything is under a microscope.
Just off the outside corner, and that's ball one. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Big Daddy under it and makes the grab. One up, one down. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, two strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Adam Duvall at the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Duvall, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. In the air, right field, Outman. Sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. Now, here is Shohei Ohtani.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
Bryce Elder taking over on the mound.
Number 55, Bryce Elder.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball, Olsen. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That is good. The right fielder.
So up next, James Outman. And there's a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Ozuna going back on this one. And caught on the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes.
Out towards left center. Harris after it. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That one fouled off.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
And the righty deals. And he chases that one. And that's the first out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
0-1 for count.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Calls it in, 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And stepping in is the speedy Michael Harris. Foul ball. Top of the third, no score. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that one is lifted in the air. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Elder, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. The wind and the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Throws to first in time, and that quickly 2 away.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So the batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that extends the inning for Mookie Betts.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Mookie to hit. He's 0 for 1. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the NLDS. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. 1 left for LA, and we are still scoreless. Game one of the division series. And now here is Orlando Arcia. All right, Singer, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal. Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
Right through there for a strike. 2023 was a special season for Ronald Acuna Jr., the unanimous MVP in the National League. After putting together the first ever 40-70 season in baseball history, safe to say he's going to be a special player for a long time. Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Swings through that one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy hack-tastic. Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Ball.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-1. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, drifts towards it, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Atlanta, still no score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you, and leading off the bottom of the 4th, Alan Big Daddy. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies. Now the throw to first on the run. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back singles. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
James Outman digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Brings it in. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Ripped to short. Over to Albies. And that's the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here in L.A., we go to the top of the 5th. And the batter now, Adam Duvall. Swings through that.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Slings it across, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Pick's 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Hammered. That was blasted to the moon. And they grabbed the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And here is Michael Harris. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air to left, down the line. And a foul ball. And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now 1-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, Muncy digs in. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Got him! 1 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. In the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now a chance for Freddie Freeman. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. In there safely. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So 2 down. Here's Mookie Betts. Chop to third. Riley tosses to first, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave one, and it remains 1-0. And we're back, top of the 6th inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. That one finds the zone. 0-1. That clips the corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a pop-off, right side, foul territory. Freeman hauls it in, and there's one away. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr., 1 for 2.
So here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Caught him looking for the K. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. To the right side. Rojas with the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. 3 up, 3 down that time. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Braves 1 and the Dodgers 0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Alan Big Daddy. And the pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up, and the data we're getting doesn't disappoint in the slightest. 116 miles.
Dylan Lee gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in the scoring position. That's stolen base. Excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the runner from third. We're tied at 1. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out to short. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Next to hit, Will Smith. Into center. Harris has a beat on it. Drops into the glove. One away.
The third baseman, number 50, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Golden opportunity right here. Towards first, Olsen. Off balance feed, there's one. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the seventh. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Ohtani back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. All tied up here in the late stages of game one. Got him. 2 down.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
So now here's the DH, Adam Duvall. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Bill. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ohtani will depart. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Albies in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And a big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The pitch. In the air, center field. Sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Tyler Matzek getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Iglesias also throwing. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. Left field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing in this ball game up.
One out. Runner at second. Now it's Mookie Betts. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He powers that one out of here. And they add a couple more. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. In this ballpark, holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole. And
Penn Murphy takes over on the mound.
they know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
One down. And next for L.A., Allen Big Daddy. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One down, base is empty. In the air on the infield, Arcia under it. He makes the catch, and there's two down. Now at the plate, Shohei Ohtani. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Swing and a miss.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a ball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. We go to the eighth. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. And a pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Now a jump throw. On the money. Nice play.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example of why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. On the ground right side. And it's just foul. That was close.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground to first. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
So digging in, Orlando Arcia. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one finds the zone. 4-1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it, and that is that. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Pierce Johnson. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Teos, bottom 8. Welcome back as we've got a pinch hitter, Jason Heyward. Johnson in his 5th season, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The pitch. In the air, left field, down the line, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Comes up empty. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Tyler Matzik up and loosening in the pen. Iglesias, the right-hander, also getting loose. That misses the zone. Ball one. Swing and a pop-up. Should have this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. One down. Now it's the right fielder, James Outman. 1 for 3. And that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Going gone. He hammers one out to center, and they add to the lead. It's 4-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 1 out, nobody on. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Back-to-back jacks and fired up right now, Boog. I mean,
Tyler Matzik gets the ball now.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Muncy at the plate now as he chases after that one. One out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. And a curve misses outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game.
Staying in the game on defense, Jason Heyward. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Went down looking on.
And a pitch. This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires to first on the run. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Here's Matt Olson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers leading by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Right down to shoot. That is strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because he was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim game 1 here at home.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
And your final score, 5-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score.